Hello students, this is your English lesson. Students, today we will read unit number 8, Dear Diary from Oxford Reading Circle 6. Let's get started. December 20. Dear Diary, I hate getting up so early. Afzal woke me with a pillow accurately in a way that is correct in all details. Accurately aimed at my head. Then he switched on the ceiling light. New 100-watt bulb installed recently by Dad, and the TV, and left both on. The latter blaring make a loud harsh sound, blaring out children's television programs. Two things I hate most, apart from twin brothers. What a start to the day! I only had time for one roti with honey before Mum started shouting that we would miss the flight. The airport was a mess. Was half the population of Karachi there to see us off? I think some VIP must have been on his way to some junket. I had to sit and wait with Mum, Afzal and suitcases, while Dad went to sort out some problem with the tickets. Why can't anything be straightforward when we go somewhere? The waiting just went on too long. Just before takeoff, there was a man wandering about the aisle without a seat. Aisle passageway. How he got on the plane, I will never know. Anyway, the pilot would not take off with a standing passenger. So we taxied back to the departure area and the man was offloaded. They should have just given him a mat. We were an hour and a half behind schedule. A plan for carrying out our process. At Dubai, we had waited for a long time to get our bags and go through immigration. Then we had to find our pre-booked taxi. The cab driver was definitely not pleased, although he tried to hide his anger. Perhaps he knew he would not get a tip if he acted in a surly, bad-tempered, surly fashion. The way he handled our bags and took corners, and the speed at which he went told the true story. We arrived at the hotel in time for tea. How lovely it is to see the sea. We have 2 bedrooms and a balcony, and it is only about 300 meters from the shoreline. We dropped our bags and went for a swim in the pool. A red flag on the beach means that the sea is not a good idea. It certainly looked a bit rough and scary. Dad said he would take us to splash around in the sea in the morning. In the evening, there was a show while we had dinner. I love the amazing tricks the animal tamer. Tamer, someone who tames the wild animals. Tamer could make his dog perform. I wonder if Rocco would be able to learn some of them. I want Rocco to be able to play hide and seek like the animal tamer's dog did. I shall practice the whistles and jerky head movements. December 21st. Dear Diary, oh, it's the eve of our birthday. Tomorrow we can open our presents and I just can't wait. Dad and Mum brought very small suitcases. I wonder if they remembered to pack our presents. I am now practicing badly. I think somebody will notice soon enough and have me put away. In the morning, we went with Dad for a swim. Mum went to the yoga class. The sea was great, but the waves sent me flying. The undertow, a current of water below the surface. The undertow is really scary, and I do not want to end up swimming back from Africa. I played table tennis with Afzal. No point really. I end up with bruises. Bruises? An injury or mark. Even though it is only a small, light ping pong ball, it has a dire sting though. This evening there was another entertainment show, Father Christmas doing a dance. How eccentric! Eccentric? Not placed centrally. Eccentric? Eccentric. Unconventional. Forget it. And the poor man must have been having a sauna in that suit. Sauna, a small room used as a steam bath for cleaning the body. I got a pack of cards, so I shall play patience later on. Afzal got a kuzoo. A kuzoo, a small, simple instrument. I am now not looking forward to tomorrow, but it will soon be my birthday. Oh, more presents. December 23rd. Dear Diary, sorry I could not write anything yesterday. My birthday. What great fun we had. And so much had happened since then. I hope I can remember to put it all down. The reason I had no time to write my diary was because of the digital camera. Yes, I got one for my birthday and I feel so lucky. I think Afzal is a little jealous because he will have to wait till we get home to play his video games. I spent the day taking photos of everything that moved and everything that did not move. It is just great. If the photos come out badly, I can just delete them. It's much simpler than my old camera and there is no waste. When I get home, I can download all the images onto my computer and send them to my friends. We ate too much yesterday. If I carry on like this, I will need a new pair of jeans. Today we are on a boat. It has a bedroom, a kitchen, a bathroom, and two sitting rooms. Well, not rooms really, more like verandas. Mum and Dad think it is brilliant, but they are asleep most of the time. There is not too much to do. It is interesting only when we go down the narrow canals. Then I can see what is going on and what people are doing. Everyone is really busy, and there are lots of socks, socks and Arab market, shops and restaurants. I would love to look at the stalls. Afzal is not interested. He just sits with the cook and tries to catch fish over the side of the boat. Luckily, we are not depending on him for our meals. Otherwise, I would not need those new jeans after all. We have another day of this. I must get a shot of the sunset tomorrow. It was really beautiful today, but I forgot I had my camera. December 25. Dear Diary, I was ill yesterday. What a boring time I had. I think it was Afzal's fish. He insisted that we all tried it. I should have stood firm. I had to spend all day in the hotel room and I got so bored. In the evening, we went to a very lovely hotel on the seafront. There is a swimming pool here, and although it was a bit chilly in the evening, lots of people were swimming. Before dinner, we saw an acrobatic clown show. It was funny. Today I am much better. Before breakfast, we went to see the butterfly garden. There was some spectacular butterflies there. And I'm glad I took my camera. I have lots of gorgeous photographs of them. After breakfast, the minibus from the hotel took us to a shopping area. Mom bought 1,000 presents for our relatives. Relatives, a person who is connected with others by blood or marriage. And friends back home. I helped her a bit. We stopped at a little jetty near a bridge. Jetty, a structure near a bridge to catch a water taxi. Afzal nearly fell into the water because he was showing off. I think it was the busload of school kids on the bridge that made him try to jump instead of using the gangplank. How embarrassing for him, and how they laughed. Uncle Gibran's car was waiting to take us to his friend's restaurant. It has a beautiful courtyard full of paintings that were bright, colorful, and beautiful. The restaurant was in an area full of artists, studios, and shops. The labyrinth network. The labyrinth of wall created lots of shade, so it was cooler than by the canal. Mom and Dad and I went to see the traditional crafts. Afzal did not come with us, nor did he talk to me all afternoon. I wonder why, but I don't care. Peace at all at last. Tomorrow we have to get up very early because we are going on the desert safari. We might see some wildlife, Dad said we. December 26. Dear Diary, poor Asha is tired today. I can't stop yawning. We had to get up very early. Uncle Gibran came to pick us up in his jeep. He took us to the miracle flower gardens, which were amazing. There was a huge plain entirely covered in flowers. You could not count them. There was a hill in the middle that gave us a great view of the whole park. We also had a delicious lunch and the best ice cream I have ever tasted. Uncle Gibran then took us to the desert. Driving through the dunes was incredible. First, you go down a dune, and all you can see through the windscreen is sand, and then you go up, and all you can see is the sky. It made me feel a bit sick after a while, but it was so much fun. We drove through a smoother stretch after that. It was great to see the camels walking along. One came right up to our vehicle, a thing used for transportation and transporting people or good. I thought it looked a little bit like Afzal. I saw a lizard sitting on a rock. It was huge. I asked Dad if it was a monitor lizard. He said it does not look anything like Nabil, your class monitor. Dad thinks he is funny. Afzal claimed he was a gazelle. Gazelle, gazelle, and an antelope with long horns, but I think it was just an ordinary goat. The gazelles are very rare. We had our packed dinners on top of a dune as we watched the sunset. I only had the biryani, but it was delicious. I only had the biryani, but it was delicious. Later that night, we said goodbye to Uncle Gibran and were driven all the way to the airport in his car. Our flight back to Karachi is early tomorrow morning. So that's all I have to say about my holiday to the UAE. See you in Karachi, dear diary. Piss, I'm still practicing. Pips. Here are some photos I took. One where of what? Exercises. A. Questions. 1. What is the name of the person who wrote this diary? Answer. Aisha. 2. The author says two things I hate most apart from twin brothers. What are these two things? Answer. The two things the author hates most apart from twin brothers are having the ceiling light and TV on by her brother. 3. What travel experiences does the author mention that are not straightforward? Answer. The travel experiences that are not straightforward are travel arrangements such as paperwork, tickets, etc. 4. Analyzing the author's writing style. How does she emphasize something in her writing? Give some examples. Answer. The author emphasizes by asking rhetorical questions and by exaggerating. Was half the population of Karachi there to see us off? Why can't anything be straightforward when we go somewhere? 5. How do we learn that the author does not have a good experience swimming in the sea? Answer. The author did not enjoy swimming because the waves were big and the undertow was very strong. She felt scared, but it as she could have been carried very far away from the shore. 6. In what way is playing table tennis with Afzal unpleasant? Answer. Playing table tennis with Afzal is unpleasant because the author gets bruised several times by the ball. It appears that Afzal plays very aggressively. 7. What did the author feel was strange about seeing Father Christmas? Which word does she use incorrectly in this context? Answer. The author feels strange seeing Father Christmas dancing in an entertainment show. This is against the traditional image of Father Christmas. She uses the word eccentric incorrectly in this context. 8. Can you write Afzal's character sketch from the information given about him in the diary extracts? Answer. Afzal is naughty most of the time. Sometimes he is aggressive. He has careless nature. Afzal likes adventures. That's why he goes for swimming immediately after reaching Dubai. 9. What does the author think about wildlife? Answer. The author enjoys seeing wildlife and observes camels, a monitor lizard, and goats on her desert trip. She knows that it is difficult to spot a gazelle in the desert. 10. What humorous statements does the author make in the diary? Answer. 2 things I hate most, apart from brothers. They should have just given him a mat. Perhaps he knew he would not get a trip if he acted in a showly fashion. The way he handled our bags. P. Reference to context. Read these lines from the text and then answer the questions. 1. The way he handled our bags and took corners and the speed at which he went told the true story. A. When was this statement made and about whom? Answer. When the taxi driver at Dubai was speeding to the hotel after the author's family's flight was delayed. B. Why do the bumps and the speed tell a different story? Answer. Though the driver did not show anger at having been kept waiting, his speed while driving back and the way he handled our bags communicated his impatience and irritation. C. What did he really feel at this time? Answer. Anger, irritation, impatience. 2. How embarrassing for him and how they laughed. A. Embarrassing for whom and who laughed? Answer. The author's brother Afzal a bus load of school kids? B. When did this incident occur and what happened? Answer. When Afzal, the author's brother, was trying to impress a busload of school kids and tried to jump from the boat onto the jetty instead of using the gangplank, he nearly fell into the water in doing so. C. How did this embarrassment make the person act later on? Answer. He didn't accompany his family to the restaurant and also stopped talking to his sister. C. Words and meaning. 1. With references from the text, make comments about the following. A. The author likes animals and animal training. True? Answer. True. The author loved the animals in the desert. B. The author is looking forward to and not looking forward to her birthday. Answer. Looking forward because of presents, not looking forward because of the mischief her brother will be up to with his kazoo. C. Why the author misses writing in her diary twice? Answer. 22nd December, it was her birthday. 24th December, fell sick. D. Why the author says she might need and then not need new jeans. Answer. She has been eating a lot on her vacation, therefore may need a new pair of jeans. But if she has to rely on Afzal's fishing for dinner, may not need them. 2. Find alternative words or terms used in the diary for the following. A. Dignitaries, VIP. B. Maze, labyrinth. C. Market, sock. D. Frolic in water, splash around. E. Gifts, presents. F. A slingshot, catapult. G. Table tennis, ping pong. H. The night before some event, eve. Thanks for listening. For new videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. And if you like my videos, please share and like.